Good morning. Now let's start the next concept of the second chapter of history, that is nationalistic historiography. The writing of Indian historians who were trained in the British educational system shown an inclination to restore the pride in the ancient glory of India and self-esteem of the Indian readers. In this concept, now see what is the nationalistic historiography. First, here it is said that the historians, Indian historians, those who got the Western education, that historians, they were feeling that we have to write our own history. Whatever India's real history is, that we have to represent. Britishers, whatever history they have written, it is not real history. They were showing India's history with the false glasses. So with that point of view, our Indian scholars, those who got the Western education, they were finding the inclination is the feeling, that feeling about to show the thing in a particular way, to act in a particular way. So they want to write the Indian history that should be represent the ancient glory of India and self-esteem of the Indian readers. Their writing are known as nationalistic historiography. Nationalistic writing in Maharashtra were inspired by Vishnu Shastri Chiplunkar. He criticized the prejudiced history of an ancient India written by the British officers. Vishnu Shastri Chiplunkar, he was the nationalistic historian, and in his historiography he has criticized on the British's writing, because British's writing was prejudiced. They were trying to show Indian history, that they want to put down the Indian history. With that thing they were writing history, and here Vishnu Shastri Chiplunkar, he was criticizing on the British's history, no, Indian history, but written by the British officers. So he was criticizing to that history. The nationalistic historians tried to seek the golden era of Indian history. So our all nationalistic historians, they were finding it is very important that we Indians should write about our India's history. Britishers, they were trying to show the Indian history with negative sense. So that image we want to change, and we have to show the world the real history, the ancient rich culture of India, again our glorious past of our history. So that should be represented in front of the world. With that point of view, all the historians, they have started to show the golden era of our Indian history. They are at times blamed for ignoring the critical analysis of the historical truth. Our nationalistic historians, they were criticized by another historians. They were saying that while writing the history, you have ignored the critical analysis process. Critical analysis is a very important part in historiography. Whenever you are writing historiography, that time you have to critically examine the particular thing, document, resources. But they claim that these historians, they ignore this fact. महादेव गोविंद रानाडे, रामकृष्ण गोपाल भांडारकर, विनायक दामोदर सावरकर, राजेंद्र लाल मिश्रा, रमेश चंद्र मुजुमदार, काशी प्रसाद जायसवाल, राधा कुमुद मुखर्जी, भगवान लाल इंद्रजी, वासुदेव विष्णु मिराशी, and Ananta Sadashiv Altekar are the names of some renowned scholars among the nationalistic historians. So these all the historians, Gopal Bhandarkar, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, Govinda Ranade, these are very famous historians. These all the historians, they took charge that we will represent our own history. We will show the world what is the India's past, what is the India's glorious era, that we will show to the world. With that point of view, they have started to write the nationalistic historiography. Here some information is given about the Justice Mahadev Govinda Ranade. He has explained the background of the rise of Maratha Empire in a great detail of in his book The Rise of Maratha Power. So Govinda Ranade, Justice Mahadev Govinda Ranade, he is a historian, nationalistic historian, and he has written a book. That name of the book is The Rise of Maratha Power. In that book, he has written about the rising power of Maratha, rising empire of Maratha, and some some historians were saying that Maratha Empire, it is like a sudden eruption of a forest fire, but Ranade was saying that it is not, Maratha Empire is not like the sudden eruption, but it is because of the background. We have the political background, we have the, so there are number of situations like political, social, again economical. So because of these all the thing, Maratha Empire, there were number of reasons, so because of that things, Maratha Empire, it spread in India. So this is written in his book. Now we will study the next. Rajwade is well known for his writing in Marathi on various varied subjects like history, linguistics, etymology, grammar, etc. He was the firm opinion that we should write our own history. Now Rajwade, he is nationalistic historian. He is very well known for his Marathi writing on various subjects. He has written about history, linguistic, number of languages, etymology, it is a study of the historical development of the words, again grammar, these subjects he wrote. He was having one opinion that Indian people, we Indian historians, we should write our own history. Somebody else is writing about our nation, about our culture, and they are not writing the real fact. They are trying, their history is prejudice history. So we have to represent the real history. That is his opinion. He compiled and edited 22 volumes of मराठ्यांच्या इतिहासाची साधने. So he has written the book मराठ्यांच्या इतिहासाची साधने. There were total 22 volumes, and he wrote very scholarly prefaces to each 22 volumes. He stated history is the all inclusive image of the past stories. It does not include only the stories of political images, conspiracies, and wars for seizing power. He insisted that history should be written only using authentic documentary sources. So Ranade, he has stated that history is a subject in that a historian should include all the aspects of human life. Some historians, mostly they are writing about the political images, they are writing about the conspiracies, they are writing about the wars and power. So these things they are writing, but Ranade is having the opinion that we have to include all the aspects of human life. Again he was giving very stress on one thing, that is, when you are writing history, that time you have to study the, you have to check the authentic documentary sources, means whatever sources, whatever proof you are giving, that should be true. Suppose we are writing history about a particular period, particular king, then whatever information we are writing, that information proof we should show to the people, means there should be proof, and with that proof only we have to represent the history. The nationalistic historiography helped in triggering the independence movement of the Indian people against the British. Here it is said that during the pre-independence period, that freedom movement was going. So nationalistic historiography, it become very helpful to continuing that movement. In this aspect, the book Indian War of Independence of 1857, written by Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, is of great importance. Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, he has written a book, The War of Independence, that is of 1857. That book is showing the incident of 1857, how that 1857's war took place, what were the reasons behind that. So these all the things he has written in that book. The nationalistic historiography provided a monumentum to the writing of regional histories too. As a result, the attention of historians were drawn to the geographical conditions and history of the South Indian regions. So, nationalistic historiography it became very helpful to write about the regional histories also, and with that thing, because of that thing, regional histories should include in our historiography. With that thing, the writers they have started to write about the geographical conditions and the history of the South Indian regions, that also possible because of the nationalistic historiography. So children, here nationalistic historiography, that point is completed. I hope you understand this point. And next, that is the historiography in the post independence era, that we'll study in our next session. Thank